And Bridget, what's the story out with the Jack Daniels distillery and some mold that's developing outside on the land outside of the Jack Daniels distillery down south?
Okay, so Jack Daniels, if you take the tour of their distillery, and I in fact reached out to a friend of mine. He's a crop consultant who'd recently been on the tour of that distillery. They talk about part of their evaporation process, and they call it the angel's share. That's part of the process that the whiskey goes through in order to become aged and the way y'all like to drink it. And I say that because I'm not really much of a whiskey drinker, at least at this point. Well, they call it the angel's share, but that angel's share actually, excuse me, are fungi spores that spread through the air, and neighbors are a little less than pleased because it starts to look like a black soot buildup on buildings, signs, mailboxes. And one of the neighbors is so upset because a building project is being halted due to that black fungus covering everything. And there are pending complaints, potentially lawsuits that are happening against Jack Daniels for this. What may be able to help is if they are able to put filters on their air outlets, which is maybe something similar to what American Crystal Sugar does to help reduce odors. And so I could see where maybe that's a possibility of how they could make things a little bit better. But it's just interesting to note that even though we all think of a fungus as something that spreads in really humid situations, etc., they can spread in nature. We have naturally occurring fungi that happen in our fields, etc. And here's one that's coming from whiskey.
Interesting. All right.